2 years ago, record high water levels battered the Great Lakes, causing unprecedented erosion, and lakeshore communities to quickly react. While levels have tapered off since, the concern of future rises and falls remain. I talked to several experts of the Great Lakes on the reasoning behind varying water levels, the outlook for the remainder of this year, and the sustainability of infrastructure along the lakeshore in the future.
It's an incredible natural resource that we have.
One of the largest water basins in the world, the Great Lakes are subject to variability. At the forefront of this variability, water levels.
It's essentially a balance between the water coming into the basin, which is of course precipitation, and then you have to include both liquid and solid, and then the water leaving the basin, which is evaporation. So we've got those two processes countering one another.
From record low levels in 2013 to record highs in 2020, the water balance has been drastic.
We know historically that the level has actually fluctuated several feet for Lake Michigan over time. But again, as I think we all know and appreciate, the variability of that change, especially over the last decade, has been something unusual.
In our warmer, wetter climate, the balance of water levels is being reshaped. Dr. Drew Gronwald, a leading expert on the subject, explains.
And so what we believe is that in general, when you have these two competing forces on the water balance, precipitation causing water levels to rise, evaporation causing water levels to go down, is that as those two forces gain strength, as they increase in overall energy and magnitude, the tendency for water levels to slip from one extreme to the other goes up.
These extremes put pressure on the lakeshore.
From what I've seen, the residential community is not at a point where it is ready to handle being along the coastline for things on the order of 20-year design life for a home. It seems to me that most of the residences that are built either on a sand dune or in a low-lying area are experiencing flooding or some type of erosion problem at a very high frequency, and not one that is conducive to a long-term sustainable design life for a home.
There is short-term relief from the recent extreme based on the Army Corps of Engineers' outlook for the remainder of 2022.
Great Lakes wide, the outlook is for above average water levels for the most part. That outlook, though, does not bring record high water levels into play over the next 6 months. With the water levels being below where they were a year ago, I would expect that most people would see a little bit larger beaches this year.
While promising, water levels of any kind present potential issues.
It's important to understand that erosion is always happening. So, I still think there will be issues with some high water impacts, but certainly not necessarily the devastating impacts that we saw when levels were at their record highs.
An important reminder to stay aware of the incredible natural resource we depend on.
So Jay, Meredith, it's good relief for the next 6 months, the remainder of this year, but obviously we are going to have this in mind for the foreseeable future.
Absolutely. Blake, thank you so much.